Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy with Ahn Co. It's Tuesday, July 9th. I'm going to go over the markets with you. Corn really struggled today as you have technical traders really taking over this market as there's no new fundamental news. Obviously, the problem still exists out there, but you just haven't had that information to feed the bull. It might not for a little bit here. So technicals took over, and they are starting to talk about the fact that the corn charts kind of look like there's potentially a head and shoulders formation. Now, that would mean that we need to put in the rest of the right shoulder, and you would see some downtrend coming down off of that. So that's going to be the big thing moving forward, is watching that and seeing if we get down to those lower price counts, you know, where we bounced last time, 420 and a half. That was to close the gap and we weren't able to. The support line underneath that is 417. So those are all like a bunch of areas that you'll be seeing this market really watch to see if we find support on that or not. And really USDA crop report on Thursday will dictate how trade goes moving off of that. You will get some fundamental information from there and kind of take back over the market and trade off that news for a while. Soybeans, however, able to separate themselves, up 7 cents on the day. Corn was down 7 cents, so soybeans up 7 cents as well, and seeing that kind of separation happen. But to be honest, when you bounced off lows for November soybeans off the 890 area, that was a 58-cent pullback from its recent high for November futures. So they were due for a little bit of correction. Seemed like that 890 level is holding some support. You also had news after the close that U.S. trade representatives have reached out and talked to the vice premier from China, trying to get trade talks back on track. So that was a little bit friendly as well. And honestly, you're still fresh on some fundamental news for soybeans with that big acre reduction from USDA and what you're going to see coming, as they have not had a yield reduction yet from USDA out of Thursday's report. So you do have that information there. Wheat complex, really nothing going on there, and they don't have the fundamental story like corn and soybeans do. They are struggling. You don't have a problem with the winter wheat crop. You don't have a problem with the spring wheat crop. Worldwide, there's plenty of wheat. Our demand is lacking. And so you're fighting that pressure with Chicago down 9 cents, Minneapolis down 6, Kansas City down a penny and a half. So a lot of pressure showing up there, and could be also the reason why you see that slide in the corn market, is it really has that pressure from wheat complex. With corn and wheat being lower, though, you did find support into the livestock and hog futures. So livestock up, live cattle up just almost $2 on the day. Feeders, the big mover today with corn weaker, up $4 on the day. And then hog market, your front contract up over $1 higher, but some deferred contracts locked limit higher of $3. So that was nice to see, probably due to some of that support off the rumors that U.S. had reached out to China to try to get trade talks back on track. So that was maybe supportive as well. Looking at that, outside markets didn't offer a whole lot of support. Like I said, moving forward, definitely watching that USA crop report on Thursday and weather forecast, as they did put moisture into the 8 to 14 day forecast, and that was a dagger as well, because you built up some support on the fact that you have hot and dry for 2 weeks straight and that the crop can't handle that right now. So we'll be watching that extended forecast as well. I do have to close with the disclaimer: trading futures and options involves risk loss and is not suitable for all producers. This is a solicitation. Have a great day.